Hello, and welcome back. Northstar here with another Wildermyth Let's Play. This one's probably going to be shorter. I am going to, well, I say that, but I probably want at least one battle for you guys, so that will actually maybe not make it that much shorter. Start this next chapter, unless it's timed one where I have to do it quickly. I'm probably going to wait here for a while. Train up the characters who won't retire, especially where I can, so that when I have a bunch of characters retire, I'll still be reasonably prepared for Chapter 5, which means waiting, letting a couple incursions happen, intercepting them so I can get augments, and like minor augments that will be for this campaign. And disappear and experience level up. The time spent also allows people to build closer friendships, which is useful. So let's go. Oh yeah, and I upgraded some of the equipment. I gave Semiel upgrade his armor and switched him from a tier 1 water sword to a tier 2 water dagger. It does make him more vulnerable if he gets caught somehow, but especially as he's got moth bite, he's hard to catch. He can usually disappear out of the way, and this allows him to strike hard to, like, say, kill a Dorathix before it poisons my whole party. So, let's go. Mountain walkers aren't often free with their news. Clacker Drews? Come along, Stone Fox. They'll eat up a fox for snacks. So when one visits Run Pony to spread word of a massing threat, Lee listens. Run Pony. Okay, so that's a new town. And they're never supposed to swarm like flies, I'd heard. But that's what seeing them reminded me of. Me and Stone Fox showed them our tails, didn't we? Anyway, came here because it's territories at the limits of my ranges. But it's obvious to me where the land would lead them. It's worth noting he's a hunter. There's a wall there. I'm no tactician, but there's a wall as old as trees that still stands solid. I think that's where you brave folk need to get to if you hope to turn this army of Thrixl back. Me? I'm headed again to the Highlands tomorrow. I can put my notion where it is on your map, though. Uli love? Don't you think it's better to just build up defenses at our towns, the places we look after? We run the risk of leaving them open to attack. Ever heard of a book called the Thnarrs Accordia? Thnarrs Accordia? Or Thnarrs Accordia? Maybe that's what it is. That's some poetry thing, I guess. Thanrrland and the Elder Ages. Right. In that book, there's a lot about the ancient wall of the temple city, where a poet king of Thnarrs defied Vulturin armies for 9 years. Vulturin, going back to the reference to Sunwalkers, whatever. There's a special campaign that's referenced to. Ancient wall of the temple city, where Poet King of Thnarrs defied Vulturin armies for 9 years. They see the old mountain walker off, gain as much instruction from him as they can. And then it's a race. I'm guessing this is time then. If they don't reach the ancient wall before the enemies do, the Thrixl will overwhelm them and wash this yondering away. Shadows deepen, just remind me. Gain stuff. So much for loitering here. 350 days. Clearing Thrixl sites gains more time. Foul Forest, I'm guessing that's where the wall is. Huh. Pine Forest here. Alright, so I got a lot of terrain to clear. Here's Run Pony. Arthena Clangery. I guess that's near this wall. Lovely. There's also recruitment opportunity in Run Pony. Where are my party? 5 in Bedware. Other side of the map from where they need to be. And just 2 up here in Dorothiafeld. Uli. Nice, sir. Mystic and probably my best warrior. Level 6. The tier 2 water sword. I did change her from mace. Well, mace can be better very situationally for keeping enemies off of party members, like mystics that you're protecting. More often, sword's much better with extra accuracy and block chance. And a tier 1 bow. Yeah, I mean, send these 2 to clear these sites, just the 2 of them. It's gonna be tough. If anyone can handle it. These 2. Or they could race to Run Pony. Recruit. Clear through here. Great sea here. We'll protect town from other angles. And dig a pass. That's probably the way to go. All right. Let's do the gather thing because it'll tell me how far away everyone else is too. Uli. Weisler, they travel together in Weislerhauser. Woof. Far away, actually. 46 days away. They're actually further than the rest of the party. Wow, that's because Thrixl's so darn fast. Never mind that, then. I guess they go scout the wetwood. Someone's got to do it. It's dangerous work. There's always a tiny chance the infestation spreads from here and they get ambushed by Thrixl. But I think they can handle it. It's the hope anyhow. And that's where the Thragi tried to plant a forest. Nim's Lore Keep. The other 5 aren't particularly in a hurry to... No, probably need to get them up here and dig a pass, actually. Some people do a pass while there's clear sites. Alright. Unless something changes, they should all gather here. Jivelot and Tomric became closer friends, traveling together here. Reached level 2 friendship. Cool. Yeah, with going up this way, I might get in a single incursion, and I'll definitely go to run pony if it happens. This is also the closest to whatever comes here later. Which is, what do I want? Yeah, no, I'll have 2 people recruit probably and send the rest to scout there. I don't need the ambushes, giving the Thrixl extra calamity cards. Hunters do good at scouting. Thanrrland, he's the young warrior who probably won't retire. Especially if he manages to get a opportunity quest. It couldn't be 13 years. I'd be too long to lose this. So, Thanrrland should go to fight, which means 30. Doesn't take that long to do the initial recruit, but then to equip the new person. And we'll sue. Both could use it eventually. They'll start doing that. And the remaining 3 here. They'll get scouting. I could roll up a Ram tier 1. I'd rather do a legacy person. Especially given this is a late chapter. Brand new people are as well equipped and stuff, and they're gonna have trouble surviving this late. They're gonna just be a liability, and this is time. So, Brennan Goldfield. I think he was with. Yeah, he was with me. Hounds of the Gauntlet. That was my very first Age of Ulstrix tutorial campaign. I remember that. And quick, I don't remember if he got any unique augments that time around. He might have, but Scott Eagle Feather Talisman, the Glade Scarf, Starseed Ring. Oh, these are all artifact augments. Doesn't show, but yeah. Like, of course, these are all, because otherwise I would keep. So he's well equipped for what it's worth, even though he doesn't have any transformations or anything. He's got the Sarfat bow. Like, artifacts are normally a thing. This is just a longer range bow, but useful for Mystic. And a water wand and a shield. Yeah. He's useful. I could bring John Ponderwing in, always kid. He's just a Mystic. Not even a great one. Tier 1. Daxon from the first campaign as well. Because she's got Gordon and Chris. I keep meaning to retire her. But there may be a situation where she's better take her than... If I get really... Yeah, I'll probably retire her soon because this box... This has no benefit and blocks a lot of useful transformations, so eventually... She does have a superb history stuff, I thought. No, not even. Just exceptional tenacity. And who needs to pickle? Another hunter. Yeah, I'm taking Brenner Goldfield. He's already lost the highest tier. Soul Splitting. Useful. Open-minded. Useful Earth Scribe. He's creating an extremely durable Mystic. Because he can interfuse with a bunch of objects. If they're stone, they give extra armor. Soul Splitting allows him to divide himself up. You can also do, there's like a thing that gives temporary HP. Earth Scribes can do. rock shield. Yep. He's also got cat, kitty, crew, Brenner Goldfield. Fortunately, not a warrior, but I don't think there were any warriors available. It's just hunters and mystics. I should warn you, most people don't think they know how to react to battle, but really they have no idea. Good thing I'm not most people. Indeed. Since this will be a quick chapter, I might... Tiny chance that Uli might not retire, actually. Depending when her birth is. Well, I shouldn't say tiny, a reasonable chance. And I really need her in the next chapter, otherwise my warrior would be Tomric. Plus maybe a second. That's gonna make it hard against the Thrixl, so... Fun. These two are preparing their crew. These are scouting. They're scouting. Nobody's idle. Alright, let's go. I know I only have 300 days. Lath Searcher or Waith Searcher Primes has been revealed. That's deepest. I don't care that much if they increase the number or whatever, but a pass. I believe hunters do well pass. The rot doesn't like to change. I understand it. Best of anyone, perhaps. Let's get started. Yeah. I mean, Thordia might be a help with this, but... Yeah, I'll just get him started on carving this darn pass. I'll need it so the other group doesn't have to backtrack all the way around. What wood has been revealed? Gemlad and Smil are now frenemies. Higher level rivalry. Rivals have trouble with... There's some things that depend on relationship for moving a character from certain conditions, and I forget that applies to Dream Chat, but it applies to some things. Rivals have the hardest time doing it, so at least now they kind of like each other, you know, they kind of hate each other too. This has not gone great so far with not getting any warriors, and it's up with the map. Thrixl here. They didn't even start infesting the tile. It's just Thrixl here in the Dragonwood as well. Alright, I hate it, but I think these two are going to have to assault the mine on their own. Time for you to prove how legendary you really are, Oli. Definitely not waiting for them to infest the tile, though. For their own. The mine has made the land valuable and provided work to us woodfolk for 6 generations at least. It's up this way. See how the ore carts leave their mark? I'll stand by you. My spear's solid. Ah, so I get a extra set of hands I could use in this case. Hey, Loisler, what's that lady saying to you? She wants to fight next to us. Tell her not to, or she will. Or she will. Bold. Everything's doable if you've got grit. Looks like that's a spear on her back. That's an augment type. Looks like she has humble Jennings, but she does have an augment on her shoulders, it looks like. And you know my husband Halvin breads our table. Down this path I hack away the spider thorn. By evening, let's bring a good man some good news. Tall trees nod and sway in a stirring breeze. A waning light. Alright. Sorry, took a moment to get up, stretch. Actually, say a quick prayer, too. And clear my mind. It may seem weird to you guys, but I really need this channel to succeed. And I want to, say things that'll make your guys' lives better in terms of putting a good mood and stuff. I don't know. Want to help people. One is this channel too. Occasionally I do political videos too, and the game videos help build the channel overall, which way algorithm works. Channels will more subscribers and stuff. It'll show me other videos to more people, and sometimes I even mention political stuff in some of this. I know you may hate that, but I think it's important. Can make the world better. I have important things to say. I do. I'm not just. I know some people say some random person, but I'm actually extremely intelligent. Was always very good at history and social sciences. Even studied some history in college, and was tested as a genius as a kid. So I have some insights in that stuff. And I see how it's screwing me and others. Anyways, how it's being very vague. Sorry, of how the way things are in society. Anyways, I checked this event too because I didn't want to say anything incorrect. But I believed, and I double checked it's correct, whether the character survives the fight or not affects what happens after. I kind of hate risking this character, this townsperson, but I really need extra hands, just two of them, and they could get. I don't think anyone will die, but I think they could get pretty badly injured and have to sit there and go back to Dwarthiafel to heal up if it's bad. I know all my fights have been curb stomps to the AIs, but that's because I have 5 party members. I usually try and bring the full numbers to any fight. And 5 party members doesn't fight 2.5 times better than 2 people. It fights something like 20 times better. There's exponential synergistic effects. If I found countered like a Draythix with just 2 of them, I could be in trouble. Alright, so bring her along. Looks eager. Holds the weapon well. I'll stand by that kind of woman happily. I might be cautious, so I really don't want her to die, though. You'll be begging me along afterwards. Better think of a good offer. Nah. Your name's what? No, it's Lobana. Lobana Bowden. Crows bounce their voices off the trunks. Lobana Bowden is the name of this life we've taken up in our hands. Let's try and put it back where it belongs afterwards. They lead the woodswoman towards a beckoning battle. Yeah, the land would be in deep trouble. We can stop this Thrixl's army it's approaching, apparently. Kinested, a Draythix. That's what I feared. A Draythix can make this tough with just 2 people. With 3, it's a little more doable, even if it's townsfolk. Kill that thing quick before it poisons and wears down. The only, I think, stalwart plus a protector against the poison. I hope that's the case. A nightmare, a Scorier, a Dweaver, and a Thrusk. Let's take a look at Lobana Bowden. No abilities, because she's a townsfolk. She walks around with a tier 1 great spear. And yeah, some pauldrons, that's what I thought. 0.7 health. Plates etched with botanical imagery. I wonder if this always, or if this is randomly like what. It's probably the right stat for. I didn't even give her extra health. Human. Hill hardy. Well, that's okay. So she has 3 more health than characters normally do. If she had rolled more in her upbringing, it might have given her extra health. Otherwise irrelevant. She might have been better off if they gave her 0.7. Well, no, 0.5 armor, and she would have not had 1. Maybe some warding would have been useful. Oh well. She doesn't have a shovel. So 6 damage. Sorry. 2 range. Basically, great spears are 2-hand spears, so they do a bit more damage, but you can't use them with, say, a shield. Not that I have time to equip that. She's mostly useful just for flanking, but she can stand behind bully in certain circumstances, maybe. This is not a fight I really want to do when I'm this tired. Gosh. Thrixl squares start right here if I take these down. Really would like to not have her get badly wounded right off the bat. What kind of damage can I do if I can strike the square? 9 damage? Oh yeah, I could kill the square right off the bat. Fall far back enough and the Thrixl can't reach me. That's what I'll probably have to do. Or 10 to 12 damage, but it goes through armor. Can also attack multiple targets, though. Oh, yeah. And he doesn't have to move to interfuse with it. Good, because he's open-minded. Thrixl might interfuse with this, but they're more likely to do it with the broken wall. It's close to my party. Alright. Darn it! I at least got the... but the freaking square blocked. Darn, now it's gonna burrow next to... I don't think there's anything I can do to stop it. Probably can do is move, stalwart, engage, and then it won't be able to hit these two. Really not loving this. There's the Thrixl. She's gotta heroically come over here and distract me. This thing doesn't move too fast, thankfully. Though it will double move, so I'll get in range of her. Right. This should be out of range of its tunneling. She could also go here and stab the thing. Of course, then it would just burrow here and knock her. Alright. Wait, I guess. And there goes that stone. It's correct about the engage, but of course it decided to destroy the wall. Ah, gosh. Gosh darn. Terrible luck. Terrible luck. That little prayer helps me out a little. Making this entertaining for you guys at least. And maybe it's more entertaining if I sometimes don't do well though. I always win. I think I explained this thought process once. Always winning is boring, basically. Move. Can't quite engage the Thrixl so well. There's nothing else you can see. Engage it in case it doesn't die this turn. So instead of flanking. She manages to get a crit. This is a little closer forward. All the way here, since the Thrixl can't. I might be able to do a thing where it is a cone attack, that's right. Actually, this would be more protected by the terrain than when it... Yeah. Good to know if I... No stunt. Didn't want to... I guess I could wild grasp. Splinter Blast would destroy this train. Move here. So we can potentially Splinter Blast that lumber pile in the future. Or here. The caribou snipe and stuff now. Lumber pile in the future. Alright. 2 damage by hitting it? I don't think so. I'm gonna pin it and crit, maybe kill it. Nope, no crits for me. I could just burrow here and still hit Oli, so I really have to kill it. It fits all the way through. No Dragon Breath? Oh, because setting off the alarm. I guess they actually hadn't set off the alarm yet. Otherwise, probably could have poisoned Obana from that. That would have been bad. The fact that it moved so aggressively and now the other enemies could set off the alarm, that was key. Pinning makes enemies easier to hit. But flanking makes them guaranteed to hit. It's got 3 armor. 10 damage on Wild Grasp, 5 from the Splinter. I'll move 3. I don't think I can get flanking either way. Alright, Sayonara Lumber Pile then. This rubble only has 2 health, really? Oh, the visibility is probably worth it. Let's see what's up that way. Future, we might be able to go and infuse with that. This matters more than it looks like because it determines where there's debris that could potentially catch fire in certain situations, but yeah, I guess I'd want it up there. Cool. Now, guaranteed hits, even for the townsperson. Also want to engage it off this way because I don't think I can kill it in one turn. Move. Engage. I actually need to set up flanking for... Yeah, still no flanking. Pin though, right? Not pinned, because it's Splinter Blast. 89% dead. Okay, that's good. Otherwise, at least it would have only gone for away, but... That was the big bad, and the townsperson really helped, actually, dealing with it. I suspect more enemies will be coming soon, though. I could shoot over this rubble. It's probably more valuable than... Can't see over it, really? Well, I'll interfuse with it. That's what I need. What? Why can't she shoot over the rubble? Really? Oh. You can always Splinter Blast it to destroy it. Breaking it into its little pieces anyhow. Kill one of them, maybe. It's just one small nightmare. We can easily deal with that. Can either burn, but only if... I guess over wall with Oli. This is trying to get its Thrixl buff. Should be a, let's see, one more enemy. Doors open up there. There must... Something must come through, right? Otherwise, why would the door be open? Can't quite interfuse the broken wall. What's the range? How close is he? Oh, he's blood bonded with Holy. This will give her or gain dodge chance himself, whatever. There we go. Last two enemies, Dweaver and Kinstead. And any eggs that have hatched by now, which could actually be a number. This is turn 5. Do the barrel as well, so that can't be interfused with the enemies. You can try and either burn Oli, but it's useless. Nightmare, which can't damage our turn anyways, or the Kinstead. We'll want to maintain mobility. This might move out of view. Dweaver might be able to interfuse with this and jump in range. Instead, this thing will just keep laying so many eggs. That's probably what I want to deal with. First Dweaver can do is just come down here and probably get murdered. I think I might be able to destroy the rocks. Obama, though. Oh, yeah. Well, that would actually allow thing to jump. Should figured. That didn't quite kill it. She had a stunt chance, which would have let her kill it, but whatever. It's not really much of a threat. It's engaged. And we'll Albano work on it or finish it. Instead, or the Dream Chrysalis. The Dweaver. The Dweaver can mine worm things, that's right. She goes Stalwart Plus. I don't think she can be affected by Mind Worm. Let's find out. Should burn. Worst case, this will get her damaged. Hmm. 1, 2 infusions. Yeah. I'll deal with them as they come. What? Yeah, let's kill this. Really? Did that rather than attacking her? Ah, strange. Strange Dweaver. Nice. Dead. This one's closest to hatching. Crit. Killed it. Oh well. Hmm. Emerging. Thrixl emerging. Oh. Hatching then emerging. It's cool. Yeah, gotta control the numbers that I face at once. Chrysalis. That clears a path through here. Or darn it. Dodged, really? Well, now I can get flanking. Nice. Stunt. Okay, so the thrusts don't get to act the turn they come out. That's what I was worried about. I was taking a bit of a risk there. Two of them. They could definitely make mincemeat of Obana if they're allowed to. Just a set flanking. And deal with the king instead. Finally. Now it's just dealing with the eggs that have hatched. Dead. Now I'm gonna have Lobana do something about this. Wall up. And stab. Be overwhelmed. Went for Uli. I was dumb of it. If it had gone for Lobana, I might have had some trouble. Some real trouble. Alright. Just to kill while they're still emerging. But at least the ones that have already emerged are most dangerous. This one's engaged, and this one can't reach anyone besides Oli. Alright. Could probably actually engage that one. Let's give Labana HP. Nice. This hadn't hatched yet. The battle will be instant over. You don't have to deal with unhatched tags, but since it was already emerging. Alright, one last Trixl deal with. Oh, wait, that's a bow. Stab it as it comes at her. So I can probably just hit it with a discus. Or the log, yeah. I think this is that flanking Labana. Didn't matter. Did. Whew. That was a harder fight than I would have liked. Wilderguard. Not so useful in all graybeards. Might have some use for Thanrrland here. Especially because he's kind of slow already. For someone his age. He has an upbringing. So I'm just used to people with augment boost. Yeah, he doesn't have amazing evasions. Let's see. Melee, it's 4 armor and a shield, but Accordia will soon will definitely be retiring. Or Uli? Uli will not be retiring. Time. Yeah, Tomric's the obvious choice because Thrixl magic damage could really mess him up. He can have at most 3 warding. Let's give him extra chance to dodge or kill quick. I don't think I have enough resources to upgrade everyone to Night Mail. We'll eventually need it. Alright. There we go. Well, I'll regret that in future campaigns. Because Brawlguard isn't that good. Wilderguard is, but it's a much bigger step up in effectiveness between Brawlguard and Wilderguard than between Link Mail and Night Mail. Anyways, in the house, in the yard, that guards the mine entrance, Sudden Silence comes. That wasn't poorly thought. That wasn't poorly fought. We'll have to paint a picture for the woman's husband. That'll be a good deed to end the night on. I should be home for dinner. The hike proves long. Night will reach them before they reach the door. Mubana's chilled expression gradually warms, but her eyes tend lower. Here, down where the spider thorn's been kept at bay, see? Amid dark trees, the wood house glows. Inside is a happy hall. Now that mine, our whole forest, once again will walk freely and safely and warm. We fought, myself included. I fought and won. A fragrant jar of lavender is open on a shelf, and the stove breathes warm, woody air. And oh, I only wish you'd seen it. Zephyr quick. I ran one through. Swisher swift. I pierced another. She actually did run at least 1 or 2 of them through. Yeah, see that face your husband's making? That's how we all feel. How we all feel. A humble feast happens there, and a trading of life tales. There are always startling details in Lyser's slow, sparrowly worded stories. So night takes its time to dwindle. Bits of the meal are picked over, dregs and cups are drained. And in the quiet that comes over them, Halvin, Mubana's husband, clears his throat. I hope I'm okay saying this. I'm going to say it. It's all a lot of, I understand what you do, both of you. It's a sacrifice you make that I don't think probably no one ever fully repays, right? I know it's selfish, and I'm proud of you, Mubana, my hero wife. I am thankful, and I know that you deserve whatever chance you want. But I'm not sure if I can, Halvin, I'm not joining them. You're not? No, beautiful one. I wanted to say, let's give him my granddad's old weapon. But that's... I'm not using that thing. I'm a married woman. I'll fetch it down. The gift Mubana and Halvin give them is a rare piece, with a history of its own. Ah, Mubana, Fall will come, and life in this forested place will once more turn towards happiness. A swan scepter. Ooh, that's a rare find. And sorry, tier 2 at that. Swan people swim on lakes somewhere. I was expecting like a mail weapon, not a wand. And carve amid their own feathers these wands of twisted whitewood. Rare and prized by collectors, they have a spell-focusing strength that only a wielding mystic might realize. Why did she have a wand? I guess her granddad was a mystic. She certainly wasn't. Uh, once per turn, interfusion is a free action. And stunt just does a bunch of extra damage. I mean, I could replace the tier 3 wand, but I should actually probably just give Twicer as his other item. And then maybe at some point he replaces the wand with something else, like a crossbow, but the tier 3 wand can provide some resources for some things, like a magic crossbow, or it might provide spell thread. The thing here is he can switch off when he needs higher spell damage, or, well, actually, not higher spell damage, but when he needs higher stun damage. He really has to do damage versus the free interfusion. So, it's my only mystic in the party. So it'll serve well in future campaigns, regardless, and it'll enter the legacy. Ah, gosh. Now the Thrixl do Mind Worm, which I'm not entirely sure Stalwart Plus protects even at the poison it does. Alright. Thrixl are the toughest enemies face. I got 50 days on the timed stuff with this campaign. I mean, I won, and that's good. And I got a nice wand. Guess these two will now only be there in case the infestation spreads and they have to deal with an ambush. We'll secure Misket thoroughly catalog. I like powerful party. Nothing else adds to the power fantasy. Burning out the smell is a start. You have to leave the ghost to me, though. You have to leave the ghost to me, though. Let's see if they can't find an item. And Brenner. If I waited a time, I would have had him, and I guess I could have thought there was a chance of someone getting like a wand or something from this, but whatever. It's got a nice bow. The Swan Scepter would have been a pretty good upgrade over his tier 2 water wand. It's called Ice Dirge and even looks bluish. Well, they're securing Blazonvale Mine. These people are digging a pass. Not that eager to fortify Run Pony, especially when I might fortify something like the Thanrrland. This instead. For future chapters. Fort defense. Okay, I guess. These three travel as a group here. Back to 300 days remaining. Now I can do the fight. I mean, I could put them all in rushing the pass, but completing the pass. But if someone does get injured in the fight, I would want them to heal up while I continue digging this pass. So it's highly unlikely with a full party of 5, but yeah, no, it's incredibly unlikely. And if this infestation spreads, actually, I'd get to fight more Deepists. Now I think about it. Deepists are just not that much of a threat. Not at all. They don't even have a Night Hunter. Not nothing, but they're That's Thrixl, right? They're the real big bads of this campaign. Alright, so people can make friends while they wait. I'll assume. Is he more productive than Samil? It actually scales the numbers around it. It scales with health and speed. 5.9 speed. 3.4. And we'll assume it's more health, be slower. This is fine. Without checking the exact calculation. Seems to be the same number of days. So unless I wanted to clear up... Oh, I could actually have Samil head east. Start scouting the site. It's a little bit dangerous to do solo, but... We'll zoom with them. These two are the slowest. Yeah, I'll do that. Send these two to scout on their own. They can deal with an ambush if the site has working enemies. The plains have been infested from the heady woods. And the pass is complete. Right, we're seeing an hour and 13 minutes here. This is a pretty good stopping point. These two are scouting. There might be an event. I'd rather face that fresh. I'm really lagging here. There's a fight to do here. I'm sure these four can handle it. I'd really like to start leveling up Brenner. For what it's worth. Sum is undoubtedly retiring. Smil wasn't, but he makes an efficient scout. Explain the party. Go and do different things. They might, if this is uninhabited, they improve the tile. They come up this way. These Thrixl I can deal with a party of these two, like 3 from here. Maybe I leave. Actually, my 6 volts, so maybe I do leave Brenner behind to help clear this, investigate the site while I send 3 up here. Fun. That'll have to come next video, though. That's enough for now. Until next time, this is Northstar. I wish you all the best. Take care of each other, be kind to yourselves, and may you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Adieu, and best luck.